Hey everyone, this is my first night in Japan. The room is already a mess, but the first spot I'm visiting tonight is called Yakitori TORI. Essentially, these are chicken skewers which are grilled on top of charcoal. However, one of the main questions is, why do they use charcoal? And the use of charcoal for grilling, including in the preparation of yakitori, likely originates from ancient cooking practices. Charcoal has been used as a fuel for cooking for thousands of years, and it gives its high heat, low smoke, and ability to import a very unique smoky flavor to the food due to its slow cooking. In addition to that, charcoal, for us, when we were eating it, it definitely embedded this really nice smoky flavor, which enhances the taste of yakitori. And lastly, it does definitely give a really nice aesthetic appeal. While I was there, I definitely enjoyed sort of the artistry and a lot of the work that the chefs as well as the servers were putting in to get the charcoals ready, as well as our food ready in time. So typically as a software engineer, I survive on chicken and Costco hot dogs. I'm not sure how the software engineering relates to that. Maybe I'm giving all software engineers not the right image, but for me at least, it's more of a cost issue than if it tastes good issue, if that makes sense. I don't know if this is the case for other people. But yeah, my philosophy on food has always been to spend the least amount possible while still staying alive. I was gonna say like maintaining nutritional value, but then I thought about it, like Costco hot dogs, maybe not. Now that was my philosophy up until right now. So today I'm going to be getting some yakitori, and it's gonna be at this really popular spot called Yakitori TORI, which is, from what I've heard, is one of the most popular spots in Tokyo. So one of the reasons why it's super popular is because it's located in this touristy location called Kannonura in Tokyo. And what is located behind it is the Senso-ji temple, which I'm planning to go to tomorrow, by the way. And in this area, there is an atmosphere of old-fashioned street remains. It kind of reminds me of sort of the Beijing area, the Beijing district that they didn't tear down. It gives me the similar vibes with those like temples beside it. And it is said that there are many hidden famous restaurants, just like the one that we're going to tonight. Now, this is where Yakitori TORI is located, and it's about a 1 minute walk from where we currently live, so the location is also really nice in comparison to where our Airbnb is. Yakitori has been open since 2012, and it's maintained its popularity since then. I did a quick ChatGPT search, and they said that the restaurant owner Satoshi Handa honed his skills for 9 years at the famous World Gourmet Guide yakitori restaurant called Birdland. No idea what that is, but they use Kaiji Shamo chicken from Yamanashi prefecture. No idea what that means. They also limit stocks to chicken that have a stronger flavor and less fat than a hen. The chicken is purchased as a whole and prepared at the restaurant. Sounds pretty cool. The meat is very fresh, with rare parts purchased as a whole and prepared at the restaurant. So when we went there, we saw that there was a set menu, but we ended up picking some of the things that we wanted to eat, such as the teriyaki chicken, the chicken loin. We also had the oysters, and some other mushrooms, vegetables, things like that. Yeah, as I enter the store, the wall is painted in a vermilion color. There are 18 counter seats and 4 table seats. And basically, but yeah, the chef had a really warm personality, and he was basically the one who's doing all of the grilling for all of the people who were there, and it gave a really nice and intimate atmosphere. It's also kind of interesting because basically me and the people who were sitting beside me, they were trying to speak Japanese, I was trying to speak English. We're trying to understand what the server was trying to say to us, or at least I was trying to do it, and I didn't really understand what they were saying, so it's kind of like me saying English and they saying Japanese back to me. So another funny thing that happened was I didn't really want to drink that much on my first night, but they were like, if you don't drink, you need to get carbonated water, which I also didn't really want. I think it was just like a weird thing to get us to like spend money on whatever drink we're getting. But basically, we ended up going with some plum wine, and they had these like huge bottles like behind us as well as in front of us that they used to serve to everyone. And you got like what's super cool was that even though that there was seating for about 18 people, but you got a really nice diversity of people there. You had sort of some seniors in the back who were just enjoying their drinks. You had some like, office workers who were probably just finishing up their work. You had couples there, and then you also have some foreigners who are also sitting beside us, and typical tech bros who are talking about like different tech stocks, things like that. So we definitely had a really nice diversity of the table there. In conclusion, After experiencing all of this, has this changed my philosophy in how I spend my money in terms of food? That's a great question for myself. And the answer is probably not. I still really like my Costco chicken. I've definitely heard about sort of the Japan ramen restaurants where you don't really have any interaction with anyone. You can just like eat on your own. And they also have these like vending machines, things like that. So what I really enjoyed about this experience was how social it is. And this is sort of in stark contrast to what I've experienced thus far, even though it's only been 24 hours, which is essentially that there's a lot of experiences designed to where you can do everything independently. It's really quiet in the subway. Things like that. So I really enjoyed that for at least this dinner experience. It was a very social one where we got to enjoy it with the chefs, the servers, as well as the people beside us. I know this is kind of different. It's not really like a food video. I don't know if any of the tech bros or software engineers care about this. But yeah, highly recommend if you're ever near the area around Senso-ji,